showtime! Woo! 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 Styling and profiling. Woo! It's live and in color. Woo!
And I have no idea what happened, but welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am Tommy. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because I always forget to tell you, guys, it is game day for the Buffalo Bills. Man, I am super duper excited. Give me 1 minute, guys. I just want to make sure that everything is good on my end because I had to jump out and jump back in on my live stream, and I don't want to make a mistake here. So give me 1 second. Can you guys see me? Everything good on my end? Just want to make sure you guys have no issue seeing me tonight because something happened there in my chat. Yeah, no, let's not have a letdown, right? By the way, there might be a weather delay tonight in good old New Jersey. So be prepared to wait a little bit longer than 8:15. But we'll see. They haven't announced anything yet. Yeah, let's get that one tonight. Listen, man. This is big time, right? Like, I did a video. I don't know if you guys saw it today. I did a video early on about the disrespect that the Buffalo Bills have been getting leading up to this game. And I wanted to do a hype video. You know, I know everyone puts their own hype videos out of, you know, what we did in the past and highlights of Allen and Diggs and all that stuff. But I want to do a hype video today. I did a hype video. I want to do a little bit different. And I just wanted to basically say, where's the respect for the Buffalo Bills? Leading up to this game, all that's been talked about is the New Jersey Jets. All that's been talked about is Aaron Rodgers. Not that the fact the Buffalo Bills have won 3 consecutive AFC East championships. Not the fact that the New Jersey Jets haven't made the playoffs since 2010, right? They don't want to talk about that. Right? They don't want to talk about the good of the Buffalo Bills, what we did in the offseason, the pieces we added, the draft, right? The only really thing that they're talking about, and they should be, is Damar Hamlin, who, by the way, is a healthy scratch. And let me go ahead and pull the inactives today for you guys so you guys could see the inactives. So Damar Hamlin is a healthy scratch. Kyer Elam is a healthy scratch. Kingsley Jonathan is a healthy scratch. Jermaine Infetti and Alec Anderson. So there is your inactives, guys, for the night. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there you go. Can everyone hear and see me good in the chat? I'm not choppy, and my audio is good, right? Because I had a little technical difficulties earlier, and I had to jump out of my stream to jump back in. So I just want to make sure everybody can hear and see me good. If you guys give me the thumbs up, I appreciate that. Everybody that's in the chat. So let's get to some of these chats. So let's get that win tonight. Hell yeah, let's get that win tonight. It's Monday. That's what happened, right? I know. Of course. Go Bills, damn right. Go Bills. Hey, hey, guys, give me that thumbs up because I'm not sure if y'all can see or hear me good. And I mean, golly, I might have to go into my own stream here on YouTube to make sure that I can see myself and hear myself good. So, oh, thumbs up. Okay. All right. There you go. There you go. All right. Good. So, quick question. First of all, what was your preparation for tonight's game? Like, what's the jersey you're wearing? What's the food you're getting? Are you already eating? Are you getting food at halftime? Did you get wings, pizza? What jersey you rocking? I got a thumbs up and a thumbs down by Beth B. I don't know what that means. Okay. Like, yo, oh, come on. Yo, what up? So, guys, what I see? Yes, you see the princess, right? Right there, right there, right there. Oh man, she's hyped up. She's hyped up. I already took her out. Got that part over with. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I get it. It is Monday. It's Monday, and it's been a long off season, guys, leading up to this game, leading up to tonight. By the way, I mean, I'm looking at ESPN. The weather looks fine, so the game may go on as scheduled, right? So, yeah, I know that she is. That she is. Whether she likes it or not, she is. So, anyways, guys, tonight, listen. This is what we got to do, man. The Bills defense needs to get after Rodgers. No, you cannot let Rodgers sit back in the pocket tonight with no pressure and let him pick you apart. You can't do it. You have to put pressure on Rodgers. One, that's my first thing. And the second is you have to stop the run tonight. I think the Jets are going to test us early against the, with the run. I think they're going to run early on in this game, and they're going to test us. They're going to test this defense out quickly. And we need to stop that run right away. We need to, we need to show them that they're not doing that tonight to us, and let this be a passing game, right? And then get after Rodgers. Okay. Once again, pressure. And I think we're being listen. I think the guys that are here on the line are getting overlooked for the Buffalo Bills. We have some really nice pieces. I know Von Miller is out of this game, but no one's talking about Leonard Floyd. Nobody. And they're going to quickly learn what Leonard Floyd's all about in tonight's game. All right, let's get to some of these questions here, these chats. Rodgers does do well without pocket time. The less we give him, the more he will force OKs and make mistakes. Exactly. 100%. And that's why you need to get after Rodgers tonight. Even if you don't get a sack, get pressure on him. We believe our defense will do the job. Yeah, listen, I do, and a lot of people don't, right? A lot of people think because Von Miller's out, we're not going to be able to stop the run tonight. Though I don't agree with that. I think Shaq Lawson proved last year that he's one of the best run defenders on our team, and I believe in him. And Leonard Floyd is not no slouch either. He's a good run defender. So once again, I think we're going to be just fine. Gregory Rousseau also is a good run defender, something that a lot of people don't talk about. I think he's very good at run defense. And listen, I think Gregory Rousseau is going to have a big game this game. I'm going to say right now, I think he's going to have 2 to 3 sacks in this game. So look for Gregory Rousseau to get after Aaron Rodgers tonight in this game. Let's get to some of these questions. That's why we grabbed them. Yeah, 100%. Exactly. Now, listen, if we didn't grab Leonard Floyd, maybe I'd be a little bit more concerned, as far as, getting after the run, as far as run defense. But Leonard Floyd is a pro. He's a vet, and he's going to do just fine, guys. So the only real question in this game for us on the defense is, you all know what? Middle linebacker, right? Middle linebacker, Terrell Bernard, getting his first start in the NFL at middle linebacker. He had no preseason. He didn't really even have much of a training camp. A little bit, I would say about half training camp until he got hurt, hamstring injury. So we have no idea what we're going to get from Terrell Bernard, but we're going to find out. The other thing is Christian Benford. Christian Benford, this is probably his biggest game as a pro, in my opinion. You're going against a future Hall of Famer and Aaron Rodgers, and this is going to be a big game for him. He's going to need to step up. And listen, as far as offense goes, I want to see that new offensive line that we got take care of business tonight. They need to run block. They need a pass block tonight. Okay. And if they do their job, we win this game. Plain and simple. If they don't do their job, it's going to be a long game. Long game. Because the Jets defense is going to bring it. And listen, you can't have what happened last year happen again. You can't let that be repetitive, right? Where Josh Allen's just under pressure the whole game and just trying to make something out of nothing. Can't have that happen. You got to protect Josh Allen. And I believe this new offensive line will. And I do believe in Osiris Torrance. I know he has a tough matchup tonight against Williams, but I think he can handle it. I really do. I think last year, Ryan Bates just was overman. And I think Quinn Williams has a bit of a surprise when he goes against a big boy and Osiris Torrance who can handle Quinn Williams, in my opinion. So, and by the way, from the SEC, where the big boys play, right? So he had no problem over there, and he hasn't shown any kink in his armor so far in preseason. So, but tonight is a big night for Osiris Torrance, no doubt about it. It's a big night for us. This is a statement game. Plain and simple. This is a statement game because the Jets are already claiming that they're going to be the new kings of the AFC East. Let's be real. And it's not just them. It's the national media. It's everybody that's playing into the hype of the New Jersey Jets. It's everyone that's drinking the Kool-Aid. They haven't proven shit. They haven't done anything. And it's crazy to me that a team gets one player and all of a sudden they are the team to beat. And I think that's so disrespectful for the Buffalo Bills team that has proven year after year that we can get the job done in the AFC East, and that we are the dominant team in the AFC East. And I'll say it like I've been saying it all offseason. We have a goal in mind. That goal is the Super Bowl. The Jets, the Dolphins, the Patriots, their goal is the Buffalo Bills, beating the Buffalo Bills. That's their goal, right? We have higher expectations. So they're looking up to us, and we're looking up to the Super Bowl. Big difference. Hey, my buddy Jack, man, thank you so much for the super chat. Sup, Tommy, coming from California. Let's go get it. Let's go Buffalo, man. Hell freaking yeah, man. I cannot wait. The game starts very, very soon. I came on here a little early tonight. I was going to come on at 7:30. I'm like, I'll come on a little bit early. Why not? Let's get to some of your more comments. And hey, by the way, Jack, I appreciate that super chat, man. You're always coming through with those. Cybo is used to playing with the mobile quarterback. He was the perfect piece for us in the draft. Yeah, listen, the facts are the facts. We almost messed that up. And I was screaming for the Buffalo Bills to draft Osiris Torrance in the first round because I don't think any of y'all right now, today, as we sit, would have been upset with that. Now, listen, it worked out freaking beautifully because we got Dalton Kincaid, no doubt about it. But the number one thing for me going into that draft was what? Protect Josh Allen. Get this offensive line good. Make it young, right? Get young talent in here. Something that we failed to do. And we got very, very lucky that Osiris Torrance dropped to the second round and nobody scooped him up. I was in shock when he was sitting there. And I swear to God, I would have lost my shit if the Buffalo Bills didn't draft Osiris Torrance in the second round when they were up. And luckily they did. Luckily they did the right thing because I'm telling you guys, he's going to be a difference maker for this offensive line for years to come. I promise you that. And I normally don't do that for certain players. I was right about Josh Allen, obviously. I just knew he was going to be the real deal. I thought I was right on Devin Singletary, though. I still think he's a hell of a player, and I think he was very, I thought Bill's Mafia was a little bit too hard on him. And, I thought for a third-round pick, he did a very good job while he was here in Buffalo. But I've only said it for a few players so far. And Osiris Torrance is the second one. So I said it on Josh. I guess third because I said it on Devin Singletary too. But I'm telling you guys, he's going to be a Pro Bowler. And I'll say it on, by the way, I'll say it on Dalton Kincaid too. Dalton Kincaid is the truth. I think he's going to be a Pro Bowl player in the NFL. I think he's going to be one of the better tight ends in the NFL. And I don't even consider him a tight end. I consider him a playmaker. He's just a guy that could be put anywhere on the field and make plays happen. And that's the kind of guy that Buffalo really needed last year and we didn't have. And that was a big reason that we struggled at times on offense. Let's be real. And everybody wants to talk about Ken Dorsey and his lack of creativity and all that. But yet you all want to go back and talk about, Josh didn't have any help, right? The receivers didn't step up. I mean, you can't have it both ways, guys, right? Now we have the talent. Let's see what Ken Dorsey dials up now that he has talent in this room, right? And I'm not saying, listen, obviously Stephon Diggs is the man. I'm talking besides Diggs, right? And I love Dawson Knox. I do. But Dawson Knox wasn't used correctly last year because he needed a block, right? Because our offensive line was putrid. Gabe Davis had an injury. He still did okay. I still think he did okay. I think a lot of Bills Mafia a little bit too hard on him as well. But I think this year is the year. Oh, look, Josh Allen was overrated. Somebody coming in. Yeah, I don't think so, bud. But I don't know what team. I'm guessing you're a Jets fan. But hey, whatever fan you are, I think a lot of people will laugh at you on that one. But I don't talk trash, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't talk trash. So this is not what I do on my channel, bud. So you're not going to get it from me. But you're definitely wrong in there. And I think a lot of people would disagree with that statement that you said. But listen, it's your opinion. If you want, if you think he's trash, okay. I mean, I would say a lot of people disagree. But anyways, let's see what it is. I want to see a running game. Yeah. So listen, I think we are going to run the ball more than we normally do, but I'll be honest with you. This might be one of those games where it might be one of those shootout games where we're passing the ball like crazy. I don't know about how much running we're going to do, but we'll see. I think they'll test that early on. Don't let me hit your face with facts, dude. If you're here to this troll, I get you out of there. I'll get you out of the chat quick, bro. You know what I mean? You can hit me with all the facts you want. It ain't the fact. I don't, once again, what team? Who's your team? I'm guessing the Jets. You're in here for a reason. But either way, it don't matter, bro. You can believe what you want to believe, and facts are facts. The facts is Josh Allen is considered one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And that's it, bro. I'll leave it at that, man. But I'm not going to go back and forth with you, man. Just not going to do it. But I appreciate you being in the chat. I appreciate you watching my stream. But once again, man, I don't talk trash, bro. I don't go on other people's channels to talk trash. If I do go on other people's channels, I'm there. I'm there to listen, comment, but I ain't talking trash, bro. I ain't being a troll. So you be that. You be that, man. If that's what makes you happy, bro. All right. Let's see here. Diggs is gonna eat up those Jets. Yeah, man. Listen, Diggs had a tough time last year, a little bit against Sauce. I thought he got Sauce on wheels early on. But Sauce did a very good job with Stephon Diggs last year. He's a little handsy, and I thought the refs, missed a few calls there on the on holding. But listen, it is what it is. A lot of DBs get away with holding, and listen, even our DBs, I'm sure, hold time to time. So I'm not gonna sit there and cry about some holding that wasn't called. Just can't do that. Josh Allen, the X factor in this game. Love the show, Tommy. Thank you, Nickel City Mafia. And hey, if y'all haven't subscribed to Nickel City Mafia, go ahead and do so. He's a good dude. That's Mike. I go on his show from here time to time. He comes on my show time to time. Good dude. So go ahead and subscribe. Matter of fact, he's in my homepage. You'll see his channel link in my homepage. Well, first of all, I'm going to read this comment for you, okay? But these aren't the facts, bro, and you're totally wrong. I'm just tired of everyone picking the Bills, go to Super Bowl, and look what happens. Josh Allen can't go over the hump. You have Diggs screaming at him in the playoffs game at the Jets too. Okay, so you're not a Jets fan. Okay, so here's the deal, bro. So I'm gonna tell you like this. And you turbo out. See, you won't even let me. You want me to let me reply. So first of all, ain't nobody picking the Buffalo Bills to go to Super Bowl this year. All right. If anyone's channel you should be going and trolling, it's probably Jets channels because they're the ones that are getting all the hype, bro. So you're totally wrong there. That's one. If anything, they're disrespecting the Buffalo Bills. Okay. And if you think Josh Allen's the reason why we lost in the playoffs, then you don't watch football. Plain and simple. And I'm sure you left already the chat room because you said turbo out. So clearly you don't watch football if you think Josh Allen's been the problem why the Buffalo Bills haven't gone to a Super Bowl. Clearly you don't watch football. But anyways, I'm going to stop there because it's pointless because you're going to come back with something that makes no sense. So once again, man, whoever you are, whoever your team is, good luck to you. It's a long season. And maybe we'll see each other, whatever team you like. I have no idea because you didn't tell me the team you like. You just were here to talk trash. Okay. Actually, Sauce was okay versus Diggs. Yeah. Breed did much better. Sauce not as good against routine or route genius, but Reed is. Reed not as good against big guys. Sauce is Jets fan. Okay, yeah. Listen, Andrew, Sauce is a beast, no doubt about it. I agree with you on Reed too. But I think you got really, really good talented young DBs and on the Jet squad, man. No doubt about it. But Stephon Diggs is also a very, very talented wide receiver, top 5. He is a tough guard for anybody. And at the end of the day, a win's a win, a loss is a loss. But I don't really agree with a lot of people saying that Sauce locked down Stephon Diggs. I don't think anyone locked down. I'll tell you what happened last year, in my opinion. I thought your D-line just really abused our offensive line and got pressure in Josh Allen's face. And it was just a tough day for Josh Allen going through his reads and finding players before, getting sacked or under pressure or whatever. And, that's going to be the key to this game. Offensive line versus defensive line. If our offensive line can hold up, give Josh Allen time, you guys are in for a long night, in my opinion. And, but I understand. We'll see. Listen, man, if you're a Jets fan, I totally understand how you're feeling. I can't tell you how to feel or whatever, but we're going to see this game. Offensive line's going to have to step up versus your defensive line, no doubt. But you give Josh Allen time in the pocket, he's going to shred you apart. He just is. And that go, by the way, same's to go for Aaron Rodgers. Okay. And that's why I said in the beginning of this podcast, you need to get pressure on Aaron Rodgers. You have to. You cannot let Aaron Rodgers sit back there and pick you apart. Love how you handle that, Tommy. Love the other fans come to talk, but let's keep it real. Yeah, it's just like, listen, if you're going to come in here, I don't care. Listen, I don't care if you're a fan from another team and you want to come in here and talk and even debate. That's fine. But if your first thing that you say in the chat is Josh Allen is trash, then you don't watch football. You don't. If you would have came in here and said, Josh Allen can't win the big games or some kind of debate, right? Josh Allen, I don't know, makes too many mistakes in the red zone or whatever. I would have at least gone, okay, I can debate with you on that. No problem. But we're just coming in with a comment like that. It's stupid. Let's keep it real. Beth says, no, he's a Chiefs fan. I bet I love most Chiefs fan, but there's a few that just throw away too much shade. I don't know. I'll tell you what, Beth, I have a few Chiefs fans that come in here. They've been really, really nice, polite to me, and they're actually subscribers. So I haven't had much beef with Chiefs fans. I'll tell you what, the worst fan base I dealt with, and I can't believe it, is the Minnesota Vikings fan base from last season. A week straight, they were messaging me, talking trash, just talking trash. Mind you, they're not even in our division. They're not an AFC team. It didn't even make sense to me. And usually people from Minnesota are really, really nice people. And I was, Beth, I was shocked. I was really surprised. Even when the Jets beat us, I didn't get that much, people trolling my channel. But Minnesota fans were just, they were outrageous, bro. I even cut a video and I wound up deleting it because I felt like I shouldn't let them get to me like that. But man, it just wouldn't stop. But listen, one thing about me, and y'all know me, I keep it real. I don't come on here. If we lose, win or lose, whatever happens, we win tonight. I'm not going to come on here and be like, Jets fucking suck. Jets, they're the worst fucking, that's not what I do. And if we lose, I come on here and explain why we lost. I'm not going to come here and make excuses. Right. And I'm certainly not going to go to a Jets channel if we win and be like, oh, you fucking suck, Aaron Rodgers. I'm not going to do that. I don't, what would that do for me? It's not going to help me sleep better at night. It just doesn't make sense. But whatever. Let's get back to the game. Let's see on Twitter if there's anything popping off on here, guys. If there's any news on here that we're missing. I just want to see if the game, making sure the game is on time, guys. Look at our boy Josh Allen. Yeah, this is a hype game tonight. So no. It looks like the game's going to start on time, guys. So nothing on Twitter. So you guys, what's your biggest concerns tonight against the Jets? So I'll wait. I'll let you guys fill in the chat and let me know. Let's see here. Sorry. Hey, guys, once again, Mikey's usually handling a chat. So if I'm a little slow and doing this, I apologize. Let's see here. All right, let's see here. Andrew coming in. Is Terrell Bernard good? What should I expect from him? Okay, Andrew, I'm going to be dead honest with you, man. I don't know much about him because he was a rookie last year. This is his first NFL start. He did play in a few games last year, but very few snap counts. More of a special teamer. He got hurt this offseason in training camp with a hamstring injury, so he missed all preseason. And Dotson, who was supposed to be our middle linebacker, who they rolled the dice on early in the offseason and did not go out and get a middle linebacker via free agency or the draft. They took a roll of the dice, and he just was terrible. He was terrible in training camp. He was terrible in preseason. And when they did the 53 and they announced the depth chart, they went ahead and put Bernard as the starting middle linebacker week 1. So really, honestly, he's a better coverage linebacker than Dotson. But who's to say? Honestly, right now, your guess is as good as mine. I honestly don't know. And I'm going to be totally fair, honest with you on that one. So we'll find out tonight. How about that? Right? We'll find out what Terrell Bernard is all about tonight. I really hope he steps up. Now, mind you, we did go out and get Christian Kirksey, who I believe will wind up being our middle linebacker about week 3. He'll wind up being our starting middle linebacker unless Terrell Bernard winds up playing very, very well the first 2 weeks. I have a feeling you're going to see Kirksey in there by week 3 as a starting middle linebacker. Yeah, he is kind of small, but it looks like that's what Sean McDermott's going with. It's weird. We went from Tremaine Edmonds, who's like 6'5" or something, 6'6", 6'7", I don't know. He was huge, to a smaller linebacker core. But I think he didn't want it. McDermott wanted to get faster, so we'll see. Great answer. I appreciate the honesty. Yeah, no problem, man. But other than that, for me, I would say right tackle Spencer Brown, who I think is going to have a bounce back season, is still a question mark for me. And he's gonna, he's if there's any game for him to step up, it's tonight. So right tackle, I would say Spencer Brown is another concern. And then obviously middle linebacker, stopping the run. I don't know if it's so much a concern, but it's something that we need to do, or it's going to be a long game for us. And that's something that we've had struggles against, especially with big runs, right? Like I felt like last year we were pretty decent against the run, but we always gave up some long runs. And you cannot allow that. Dalvin Cook took it to the house last year. When we played Minnesota, Damian Harris took it to the house. Like, you can't do that. You can't let those big runs happen. And yeah, other than that, man. Yeah, Quinnen Williams and Torrance. Listen, that's going to be a hell of a matchup. I think Torrance is going to I believe Torrance is going to hold his own. I do. But listen, this is a great matchup. This is a great first test for O'Cyrus Torrance. You're going to know all about O'Cyrus Torrance tonight. You're going to know what you got right there. You're just going against one of the best in the NFL. If he handles his business tonight against Williams, then you know what you got in Buffalo, right? You got yourself one hell of a player. I'm actually most excited to watch Jets defense more than Rodgers. Yeah. Listen, it's funny. I'm very intrigued with the Bills defense. I'll be honest here. Like, I know what our offense can do. Now, obviously, I'm intrigued there a little bit too, because Dalton Kincaid, Ken Dorsey's second year as OC, he has more weapons now. Will he get more creative? Right. So that is interesting, but I really want to see what the defense does under Sean McDermott now. So y'all know Sean McDermott's more of an aggressive style defensive, play caller. That's what his style was in Philly. That's what his style was in Carolina, which he was a top 5 defense while he was there. And the Frazier defense, which that soft zone, was more of a bend don't break type of defense. And Sean McDermott's more of an aggressive style. So very curious how he does, his defensive play calling tonight against Aaron Rodgers, one of the best. See, I don't think it's going to be that low scoring. So you're going to hate my score prediction, by the way, but I think the Bills are going to win 30-17. Now, I could totally be wrong, and it's just a prediction. It's not any, and I'm not throwing any shade towards the Jets offense, nothing like that, man. I think the Jets are a good team. I think the Jets are a good upcoming team. But, I live in Detroit, and I told the Lions fans, y'all need to pump the brakes a little bit. And I get it. I get it's football season coming up. You have high hopes. You know what I mean? Like new coach, right? And that it's third year coach, but you saw what he did last year. Like they were building momentum. I get the hype, but you got to pump the brakes sometimes when you haven't done anything yet, and you haven't done anything in a long time. And sometimes you got to just be humble and be like, all right, you know what? Let's see how the season plays out. I just want to make the playoffs. Like if I'm a Lions fan, I'm saying, you know what? I just want to make the playoffs. That's it. Let's make the playoffs first, and we'll go from there. But when you get overhyped on your team and you just like, oh, we're the shit. We're going to take that first play. Like sometimes it can backfire. I'm being real with you. So I think if I was a Jets fan, I'd be a little bit more humble. The Buffalo Bills, and the AFC East have been, the staple right now. Let's be real. They and I'm not like just being a homer here. I'm being real. Okay. We've won the AFC East 3 times in a row, right? We've made the playoffs 5 out of the last 6 years. We're a good team, and we have the same team for a long time, the same group of guys. Our problem's been the playoffs. So there's no getting around that, right? And that's been our major problem. It's not been the AFC East, right? Our problem is stalling in the playoffs, and we need to figure that part out, okay? But the Jets, the Dolphins, the Patriots, their problem is just getting into the playoffs, right? So, if I'm a Jets fan, a Patriots fan, a Dolphins fan, I just want to make the playoffs. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's where my head's at, and let's see what we can do from there. You know what I mean? But if you're going from a last place team for the last 2 seasons, and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, we're the fucking best team in the AFC. We're going to go to Super Bowl. It's just, I don't know. It just doesn't. I don't know. I don't think you could do that. But to each his own. To each his own, man. But yeah, some people do have this low scoring, man. I get it. And listen, at the end of the day, yeah, I don't care. A dub's a dub, right? And it's funny too. A lot of people talk about last year, like, oh, but the Dolphins, we almost beat you with a 7th round quarterback. You almost. You heard that, right? You almost, but you didn't. And you got knocked out of the playoffs. Right? And same with the Jets. Oh, you beat us once. Okay, great. You won 7 games. Who cares? At the end of the day, who cares? You didn't get nothing done. Right? At least we went to the playoffs, right? I'm just saying, like I don't go by that. Like when the Buffalo Bills were terrible for a long freaking time, I definitely didn't go around town saying, well, at least we beat, that team once. Like there's no trophy for that. It means nothing at the end of the day. So that's where I'm going with it. You know what I mean? So listen, man, I think the media does this. They overhype a team. And listen, last year, I'll admit it. I think the media overhyped Buffalo as well. They were putting us on top Super Bowl prediction. I get it. But people also don't talk about what Buffalo went through last year. We were still a 13-3 team. We were still a very good team. But at the end of the day, we didn't get a job done. So, we got to figure that part out. But once again, if I'm a team that has not sniffed the playoffs in a long time, I'm not going to be here the one saying we're all of a sudden the best team in the AFC. I just can't do it. You know, it's mind-boggling to me. It's mind-boggling to me that national media, guys that do this for a living, can be picking a team that hasn't done anything, that hasn't proven anything, over a Buffalo Bills team that has proven that they can be a winning team, a winning franchise. I just don't understand it. Anyways, let's get back to it. Man, I feel like I went on a major rant there. Sorry. I did that earlier today. Look, I did it. I had this music on. I thought this was cool. All right. You know what? You know what the Bills are going to do tonight to those no good Jets? We're going to go in that house, and we're going to step on those throats. We're going to tell Aaron Rodgers he should pack it up and go back home to Wisconsin. Maybe should go back to Jeopardy, because this ain't it. You're messing with the big dogs now. You're in the AFC East, where the big boys play, and the top dog is the Buffalo Bills. And once again, actions speak louder than words. All right, now I'm gonna stop. I just love that little beat there, you know. Oh man, I listen. I'm bad at trash talking. I'm gonna be honest with you, Andrew. I'm not a trash talker. Yes, I came here because I wanted to hear the opposite before the game. So much Jets healing, and I don't want to be disappointed if they lose. Listen, it don't matter. It's week 1, okay? Week 1. I'm gonna tell you like this: it's a long ass season, right? And I've witnessed it so many times. By mid-season, they're going to be talking about a different team. You know, who's the team now in the AFC, right? Or NFC, right? Who's the new Super Bowl favorite, right? Who's the team that has now the coaching has lost the players? And this is what they do. It's a long season. It's how you finish, right? It's a marathon, right? So it's the one thing the Buffalo Bills have done is that they finished very well the last 3 seasons. And that's pretty much how they won the AFC East, except for, I would say, in 2020, where we just absolutely dominated. But in 2021, if y'all remember, we were having a tough time. We were having a tough time, and we just got done losing to Tampa. I think we had lost like 3 in a row, something crazy like that. And everybody was writing us off. Everybody. New England was in first place at the time, and we wound up winning like 4 or 5 in a row, and winded up winning the AFC East by a game, I think. Then we played, I believe that's when we played the Patriots in the playoff and just blew the doors out off the Patriots. So I think that's where we kind of turned it around as far as like us facing adversity. And then obviously 2022, we had a little stretch where we weren't playing too good, but overall 13-3. I mean, like, I think any NFL fan, if you were to say you're going to go 13-3, which by the way, it's because we missed the game, but let's just say 14-3, 14-3, right? You would say, holy shit, I'll take it in a freaking heartbeat, right? Like, so I just don't understand why people just are so down on the Buffalo Bills all of a sudden from one season to the next. We didn't lose anyone. If anything, we gained people. Things they're not talking about. Tre'Davious White returning this season, 100% healthy. Y'all don't remember last year, Tre'Davious White didn't come back till Thanksgiving, and he was not 100%. He wasn't 100% for the rest of the season. He was coming off that ACL. People forget about Micah Hyde going out week 2, out for the season, right? Von Miller, right? I got Thanksgiving game, out for the season. Josh Allen, UCL, right? Had a change of mechanic, couldn't throw very far, right? Everything was a bit different for Josh Allen after that injury. And by the way, that was against the Jets. People don't talk about that stuff because they don't want to. They want to ignore that stuff, and that's fine. But I'm going to throw it back to you and say, hey, look at our injury report going into this game. 0. Nothing. 0. We are 100% healthy, finally, going into week 1. And let's keep it that way. Knock on wood, right? So, what time? Oh, it's 8 o'clock. All right, guys, it's game time. I love you. Bills Mafia. By the way, me and Mikey, right after the game ends, we will be here live. So hit the notification bell, whatever you got to do. But be on here right after the game. We will be here, I think at 11:25-ish. So, Bills Mafia, I love you. And as always, go Bills. Let's go get those Jets. Peace.